study and verify Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law, that is KCL and KVL. Apparatus we are using for this experiment are experimental kit, voltmeter, milliammeter and patch cords. For KCL, step 1 is connect S1 with 0.1 and S2 with 0.1. Step 2 is, now we connect the milliammeter to I1, the positive terminal to the positive and the negative terminal to the negative. Step 3 is, now we connect the milliammeter to I2, positive terminal to positive and the negative terminal to the negative. Step 4 is, similarly we connect the third milliammeter to I3, the positive terminal to positive and the negative terminal to the negative. Step 5 is, now we switch on the power supply and note the currents I1, I2 and I3. Table for KCL at node B. When V1 is acting, current I1 is 0.5. I2 is 0.25 and I3 is 0.4. When V2 is acting, step 1 is, now we connect S1 with 0.2 and S2 with 0.2. Step 2. Connect the milliammeter to current I2, negative to positive terminal and positive to negative terminal. The milliammeter to current I1, negative to positive terminal and positive to negative terminal. 3. I3 terminals will be connected as it is. Step 4. Now we switch on the power supply and note the currents I2, I1 and I3. When V2 is acting, I1 is 0.5, I2 is 0.6 and I3 is 0.1. Case 3. When both V1 and V2 are acting, step 1 is, we connect S1 to 0.1. Step 2. Now we connect the milliammeter to current I1, positive terminal to positive and negative terminal to negative. Step 3. The remaining connection will be connected as it is. Step 4. Now we switch on the power supply. Now we note the currents I1, I2 and I3. Case 3. When both V1 and V2 are acting, I1 is 0.15, I2 is 0.25 and I3 is 0.05. For KCL, case 1, when V1 is acting, step 1, switch on the power supply. Step 2. Connect S1 with 0.1 and S2 with 0.1. Step 3. Now we connect the milliammeter to current I1, positive to positive terminal and negative to negative terminal. Step 4. Now we connect the milliammeter to current I2, positive to positive terminal and negative to negative terminal. Step 5. Similarly, we connect the milliammeter to current I3, positive to positive terminal and negative to negative terminal. Step 6. Now we note the currents I1, I2 and I3. Observation table for KCL at node B. When V1 is acting, I1 is found to be 0.35 amperes. I2 is 0.15 amperes and I3 is 0.2 amperes. Case 2. When V2 is acting. Step 1. Connect S2 with point 2 and S1 with point 2. Step 2. Now we connect the milliammeter to current I2, positive to negative terminal and negative to positive terminal. Step 3. Now we connect the milliammeter to current I1, positive to negative terminal and negative to positive terminal. Step 4. Similarly, we connect the milliammeter to current I3, positive to positive terminal and negative to negative terminal. Step 5. Now we note the currents I1, I2 and I3. Equation table. When V2 is acting, I1 is found to be 0.75 amperes, I2 is 0.85 amperes and I3 is 0.1 amperes. Case 3. When V1 and V2 both are acting. Step 1. We connect S1 with point 1 and S2 with point 2. Step 2. Now we connect the milliammeter with current I1, positive to positive and negative to negative. Step 3. Similarly, we connect the milliammeter with current I2, negative to positive and positive to negative. Step 4. Now we connect the milliammeter with current I3, positive to positive and negative to the negative terminal. Step 5. Note the currents I3, I1 and I2. Observation table. Case 3. When V1 and V2 both are acting. I3 0.5 amperes. I1 0.1 amperes. And I2 0.35 amperes. KVL. Case 1. When V1 is acting, current flows only in loop 1. Step 1. Switch on the power supply. Step 2. Connect S1 with point 1. Step 3. Now currents I1 and I3 are shorted. Step 4. Note the value of V1 in multimeter. Now note the value of VR1 in the multimeter. Now we know the value of VR2. And now we know the value of VR5. Observation table for KVL. When V1 is active, V1 equals to 6.98 volts. VR1 0.587 volts. VR2 0.587 volts. VR5 equals to 5.89 volts. Case 2. When V2 is acting, current flows only in loop 2. Step 1. Connect S2 with point 2. Step 2. Now currents I2 and I3 are shorted. Step 3. Note the values of V2 in the multimeter. note the value of VR3. Now we note the value of VR4. Now we know the value of VR5. Observation table. Case 2. When V2 is acting, V2 is 9.54 volts. VR3 equals to 0.45 volts. VR4 equals to 4.5 volts. VR5 equals to 4.5 volts. When V1 and V2 both are acting, step 1. Connect S1 to point 1 and S2 to point 2. Step 2. Now we short the currents I1 and I2. Set the voltage V1 in multimeter. Now set the voltage V2 in the multimeter. Here, voltage V2 is greater than voltage V1. Hence, current will flow from loop 2 to loop 1. Now we measure VR1. Now we measure VR2. Now we measure VR3. And lastly we measure VR4. Observation table for case 3 when V1 and V2 both are acting. V1 is 8.71 volts. V2 10.04 volts. VR1 is 0.102 volts. VR2 is 0.102 volts. VR3 is 0.102 volts and VR4 is 1.026.
Thank you for watching this